Welcome back to Giants.com. My name is John Schmelk. Giants training camp is, wow, about 2 weeks old. Who can believe it? It's about time. We got fierce with Giants middle linebacker Antonio Pierce. AP, welcome back. Welcome to camp. Give me the APU status report.
Feeling good, fresh. I think I told you last time we talked this past offseason that I was going to come back with a different mindset. Do change some things with my body, my mind. I think I have, and I'm ready to go.
I was going to say, we did have that conversation, and to my eyes, it looked like you came back a little bit lighter than last year. What did you change in the offseason?
Nothing. I had to focus. You know what? I don't know what it was. I looked at film. I didn't like what I seen. So I decided to change some things, change how I trained. Kind of stayed away from the off-season program a little bit, but I came back about halfway, and when I came back, I felt really fresh and really ready to go. Football, I was 100% into it, my body, my mind, everything. And this offseason, I really focused on that. It was more the mental than anything else.
Well, importantly then, do you like the results so far in training camp?
Yeah, I feel good. I'm running around good. Yeah, we'll see come this preseason and this regular season. But as of right now, I'm healthy. I'm fresh. I think I feel as good as I felt in a lot of years.
All right, give me a status report, State of the Union on the New York Giants team.
The team, we're improving. We're improving. We're nowhere near where we need to be. And Coach Coughlin is making that very well known to us. We got to keep working. I think the defense, we have our days where we're no mental errors and no missed assignments. Maybe the offense, we can pick it up. We got a lot of young guys all around our team. And no excuse, but everybody's got to get on the same page. We got to have guys that step up. There's a lot of opportunities for a lot of different positions and players. So I think for right now, for where we need to be at in the second week of training camp, we're improving, but we're not where we need to be.
From the guy looking on the sidelines at every practice, me, who I don't have the playlist in front of me, I don't know where guys are supposed to be. Seems to me that the defense has gotten the better of the offense most practices here in camp. Am I right or am I wrong?
All I know is guys are flying around. I love my offensive guys. I'm always messing with Brandon, Eli, and the O-line, but guys are flying around on defense. There's, like I said, there's a lot of position battles. We got a defensive line that's loaded. Those guys want to play. So everybody's showing up. You got linebackers that want to go in there and start. You got a young secondary that's eager to show that they're ready to play. So with that being said, I think our offense is, they're really seeing that full force right now.
You mentioned linebackers that want to start, want to play with. Michael Boley hurt. He has the one-game suspension. Wide open at that weak side linebacker position. We've seen Keel split reps at first-team linebacker. What have you seen from both those guys?
You know what? I think a little killer now. I call him Brian Keel. We call him Little Killer now. He's a different guy. He came in, like I said, he's one of those guys that last year maybe felt he wasn't as physical enough, maybe didn't really adapt to the NFL game right away, and this year he's came in with a different mindset. Very physical, playing very extremely hard in practice. I think Jarris is a guy who's healthy now. He's been injured probably the last 2 years, going into training camp. Now he's healthy. He feels good. He's running around. And it's a battle. Like I said, it's a position battle for me. Jonathan Goff is playing very well. Chase Blackburn. I think our whole group as a linebacker core is playing very well at this point in the season, at this point in the offseason or in the training camp mode.
But usually write it in every camp. Richie Cyber, first fight at training camp. Brian Keel?
Man, that's what I said.
Wow.
That shocked me. You know what? Because, it got a little, it's training camp. You get tired of going against one another. We get tired of hitting Hedgecock and Chris Neal on those power and those pull plays. And I guess they got tired of seeing each other, too, because they went to blows. And, it's something that, it's not good, but it's not bad. You need that. That lets guys know, hey, guys are focused. They're ready to go. But we need each other, so you don't want to hurt one another. But at the same time, I was glad to see Brian Keel do that.
Chase Blackburn's your guy. You always plug him here. You love him. Last year, he did a good job at weak side linebacker. Hadn't really gotten a lot of reps at weak side in training camp until today. He was in there at weak side. Yeah. Do you think he's going to be in that mix again to sub in at that weak side linebacker position?
I always say Chase reminds me of me when I was younger. I mean, he's a guy you can just feel it anywhere. Sam, Mike, Will, and I don't want to say sad, but you just wish he can get that opportunity to be that starter.
His versatility almost hurts him because they want him to be able to sub in everywhere.
Yeah, and then he's a great special teams player too. So it's kind of like you don't want to take him from anything, but Chase takes his role on very well. He understands it, and when whatever the coach is asking him to do, he does it. And then the crazy part about it, he's always making plays. I don't see nobody falling to more interceptions in training camp and practice than Chase Blackburn. I can be in perfect position. I tell you, just throw me the ball once in a while. Let me just, practice catch it. But Chase has been having a great camp, and again, he's one of those guys, like I said, plug him anywhere, he's gonna do very well.
He made those two great plays on the goal line drill 2 days ago. He had the interception where he jumped over his head, and then he had the tackle on the goal line, stop the play afterwards. He's saying, just making plays.
Chase Infinite is what I call him. Infinite things he can do. Is unstoppable.
All right, how about the defense in general? You guys have had some guys down, but your young secondary are all over these receivers. And after every play, all I hear is Coach Merritt, Coach Ginter, Coach Sheridan. Great play, Kenny. Way to go, Kenny. Way to be in the right spot, Kenny. Is Kenny Phillips really doing that well?
You know what? I don't know if he was in a shell last year. Maybe he just wanted to, kind of learn from, James Butler and Michael Johnson. But this year, he's full force. He's one of the leaders. He's one of the guys who's being very vocal out there. And he's showing what we thought he had. That range, being able to go from half field to over there to the quarter side. I mean, I don't know how many interceptions he's had, but, he could have a lot. I mean, he's been around the ball, flying around. And you know what? He's got that moxie about it right now. He's real savvy now, and he's confident. And he needed that. I think that's going back to his senior and junior in college, but now he has that in the pros.
What's the second stage for the Giants? What's that next step as a team, offensively and defensively, you guys have to take in order to be ready for that first game the second week of September?
Building that chemistry, Who's the guy, knowing the guy on the side of you, what he's thinking, what he's doing, how he sees things. The guys behind you, everybody being, I always say, 22 eyes seeing the same thing. And you got to have that. You got to have those guys very focused doing that. If we can get that, I think that's the next step, is everybody being one. And that's what we're trying to get you now. We're trying to become one. But once you leave training camp, you get that bond, but now who's in your dime package? Who's in your nickel package? Who's your starting linebackers? Now those guys got to work together and be comfortable with one another, because that's who's going to be out there playing. And you got to know who's next to you.
Well, defensive coordinator number 13 for you? How's it going?
Nah, this is number 7. But you know what? I'm glad at least we kept it in-house.
Yeah, you know this guy at least, right?
I've known this guy for a long time. We actually came in together with the Giants. When I signed in 05 is when he became the linebacker coach. So, people always say, how are you and Spags? You guys were, connected as one. Well, me and Bill the same way. I heard more from Bill than I heard from anybody since I've been here, even more than Coach Coughlin, oddly enough. But, I'm very happy that we kept it in-house. I think Bill is really setting the tone. He's putting his stamp on his defense. And I think the reflection you're going to see from his defense is Bill Sheridan. It's going to be his attitude, because we're a reflection of our coordinator.
Worst rookie singing. No one gives a better Simon Cowell impression than Antonio Pierce. What do you got for me?
I'm going to have to go with William, the old tackle, the offensive lineman, our second rounder. He got a lisp, he got a little lisp, and then he's just a horrible singer. He don't know what to sing. He's got a choker on. He's just a bad look overall.
What did he sing? Or what did he try to sing?
I think we booed him before he even started singing. I think we just, we brought the chair in and got him up out of there. But the rookie's been good. I don't think the hazing's really started yet. I think he's going to pick up soon. Somebody had green hands, I think, the other day, maybe today, our linebacker. I don't know who did that.
I wonder. Those pesky veterans.
Who would ever do that?
AP, we appreciate the time, man. That's Antonio Pierce on Giants.com. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned, of course, all weekend long. We'll have all the latest from Giants training camp. Hope you survived it, because you just got fierce with Giants middle linebacker Antonio Pierce.